What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Goliath, what is up? Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be doing some refactoring of svelte-sonner. So what is sommer? So sommer is an opinionated toast component. It was originally created by, I think it's Emil or Emil Kowalski. And of course it's a React port to Svelte. So here's the React version. Sorry, they do browser detection for dark mode, so it looks ugly if I do dark reader, but yeah, it's just an opinionated toast library. Super clean, super easy to use, super nice. It has like a nice stacking effect here. You zoom in a bit. It's like if you have multiple toasts and you hover over them, they stack. You can also swipe to close them. So I think by default it's swipe down. Yeah, I did see the chat. That's why I'm working on this one for Svelte. So yeah, there's also a Svelte version, which I was looking at to consider adding to shadcn-svelte, and I found some issues with it while trying to fix some other bugs. So while trying to fix this bug here, I was able to fix it, but then I noticed a bunch of other issues. Oh. Whoops. I can move myself over here for now. I just realized that. Yeah, so the toasts pop up here. As you can see, they all pop up and you can swipe down to close them all. But I noticed some issues with the... Hey, what's up, Poppy? Thanks for that, Johnny, by the way. Welcome to the stream, Jasper, Goliath, Rizvan. So yeah, the Svelte version has some issues. A couple different memory leaks that I discovered while debugging something else. And so I went to... So of course, after investigating the source code a bit further, I found like some weird things. Not necessarily weird, but just weird in this Svelte space, right? I believe the creator of this is like a Vue main. Is that what they call people? Vue main, Svelte mains. So when I was browsing the repositories, they didn't have a ton of work with Svelte, so they did a really good job, given that it doesn't seem like they have a ton of experience working with Svelte. They seem more of a Vue person. But I reached out to them and asked them if they'd be interested in like a pretty major refactor. And they said yes. So I do plan on using it for shadcn-svelte. That's why I'm invested in it right now. So yeah, looking at the code and stuff, there was some weird things going on, or there is some weird things going on, I guess, to a Svelte user. Like basically a recreation of a store here, and then a lot of passing events up and down. So like, for example, when a toast, I need to actually zoom out. I can't do the font that big. I can maybe increase it by a bit, but that was way too zoomed in. I can't even see what's going on. Wow, 40 viewers. Welcome, everybody. Did not expect this many people to tune in. I guess I can put my webcam back over there, huh? Back down here. Hey Herbie, welcome to the stream. So yeah, some strange things are happening here, more specifically related to these events. So as you can see, like events are being dispatched to like set heights and removing toasts. The toasts aren't actually ever removed. They're removed from the DOM, but they're not actually removed from memory. So that array, like your toast array inside of the state here, just keeps growing every time you add a toast. So I want to refactor this pretty majorly. And again, Web Soriano or Robert doesn't have to accept, or Wob Soriano. Yeah, so Robert doesn't have to accept this pull request. If it's an overwhelming number of changes, I'll just publish the project under a separate namespace. Yeah, it's important for me that this works as expected and doesn't have a bunch of bugs, because as soon as it gets introduced into shadcn-svelte, it's going to have a lot more users, and so these bugs will start to come out in waves, and they'll then become bugs for shadcn-svelte, which I don't want to deal with. So that's what we're doing today. Blake, what's up, man? How are you? So this session is port-sonner to svelte shadcn done right. Yeah, no, yeah, it's just I'm pretty much taking, like, Robert's already done a lot of the hard work here, like as far as the styles and a lot of the logic. I'm just gonna make it more svelte-like. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Docker pipeline issues. How are you deploying it? Are you running like a node server? One sec. Also, I got this new light back here for Christmas. I haven't actually connected it to my phone yet to like change the color. So it's just yellow for now, but yeah. Get some backdrop additions. Okay, so what I think needs to happen here is basically all of this needs to get wrapped into like a store, a custom store. Like these methods are just being exposed, which is fine. We could still do that. I mean, hell, we could even make this like keep it a class, but just have these be stores. Yeah, I saw a blog post like recently. Someone made had a Docker compose. Or maybe if you just search like the svelte discussions, there's like a Docker compose out there for getting it set up. Okay, so I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. I haven't spent too much time thinking about this today. I kind of wanted to just do it all on stream, but I was getting frustrated last night trying to fix that other bug because other things were breaking. So basically here, this toast function is really like the main API that gets exposed to the user. Also the toast and toaster. I think maybe just the toaster. And then all these methods are attached to it. So you can do just toasts and render a toast. You can do toast.warning, error, so on and so forth. I'm not too sure what this is doing here, but we'll figure that out. So in this case, we don't have to keep track of subscribers. If we just use Svelte stores, they handle that for us. Really, the only state that we care about is the toast itself. Because publishing, like, unless there's something else that I'm missing here. Which I don't think there is. Okay. What is this toast counter used for? Okay, so it's just for the ID. Okay, so And part of me thinks that we should not be using an array for this. Actually, let me just see. I know that we have one. We have toast and melt, of course. So let me just see how we're handling that over here. I want to say we have like a map set up for this. Yeah, we have a toast map, which maps, I'm assuming, the ID to the toast itself, toast data. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a toast. Okay. Wait, what is this? Yeah, okay. So we get an ID and we're mapping like toast ID to the actual toast data itself. I think that's probably a better way to do it, because some of the issues with, let's just look. One of these issues here for sure is a race condition. So this one here, if you try to call multiple toasts in the same event loop without like putting something in between them, then it breaks. And this is due to a race condition where inside of the, I think it's the toast themselves, they like set their own height. So they dispatch this set heights event where basically they're filtering events. But if we look here at the toaster, set heights equals event.detail. So basically what's happening is all of those functions are being called at the exact same time, and they're basically overriding each other. So before the order gets all out of whack and it becomes a mess. So I'm thinking that array might not be the best bet, but we'll just keep it as it is for now. Why don't you use felt French toast? I don't know. It doesn't, I could. It doesn't match up with the original shadcn UI. And actually I haven't even audited its accessibility and stuff as well. So I'd have to look at it in more detail, but I know this project has the adequate attributes, correct DOM structures. One thing I do want to do actually is move all of this stuff into a separate file. Again, this is not normal stuff that I would do, like if I was just submitting a small PR here, just because like this is kind of out of the scope, but I'm really just wanting to clean this thing up so I can actually debug it myself if I need to in the future. So we could probably just make like a, I guess I'll put this in here. Because we're getting like unused attribute errors and stuff with ESLint, because of the fact that those things are applied programmatically, so they can't be statically analyzed. They're not showing them on the actual elements, and so it's annoying. And those are all global styles anyways. They're not actually scoped to the component. Yeah, so all the styles are still applied. Okay, back to the state. So we have toast, a store. We can pretty much ignore the subscribers piece because again, Svelte is going to handle that for us automatically. One thing I'll probably do is, I'll do it later. Let's see. Yeah, Jeff. Well, someone already made it. So credit to Robert for making this. I'm just making it more Svelte-like. And hopefully fixing some bugs along the way. So we have a few different methods here. We have publish. I don't think we even need publish though, because again, our store is going to handle that. Those publications, I guess you could say, automatically. when we update that using the update method. So here's where here's where the memory leak happens, right? So we have add toast. Basically, it's just adding the new toast to this array, right? But if we notice here, like if we do this dot toasts, never do we actually like clear out the toast. So on dismiss, all we do is we just update the subscribers with the toast that's being dismissed, but we don't actually clear it from this array. So this array just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. And I was messing around yesterday trying to like programmatically execute toast a bunch of times to figure out what was causing that bug I mentioned, this one. And I crashed my browser because I had like the max call stack or something. So, and then I investigated and figured that out. But okay, so we have an add toast function. What is this taking in here? I can just take most of this stuff here. We don't need to publish this, and I guess for now we can keep it at we'll just do toasts.update. And we'll do this. Sonner's felt later. Oh yeah, maybe I should just leave the webcam up a little bit so you guys can see the toasts as I do them. Feels kind of weird, but I guess I can put myself up here, huh? Okay, so adding a toast, we're just going to update this array. We're going to pretty much add this onto the existing array. Okay. I want to say we could probably just do prev.concat, but whatever. For now, this will be okay. I'll have my pal Adrian audit my performance later. So this create, so I added this in a PR yesterday, but I didn't realize that this add toast is actually where the data gets added. I saw this here. So basically, there's a couple different places we're mutating toasts. Like one is here, and then also within add toast as well. So this browser check should have been in here as well. So I need to add that to this. And what this will do is it will prevent us from ever writing anything on the server side, meaning that we're not having to worry about leakage, like mentioned in my previous video, because we'll never add anything to this state or to this array on the server side. So what I can do is, I guess we'll just do this here. It's fine. If browser is undefined, if it's not equal to undefined, then we'll just then we'll do this. If not, we won't. Type of document, sorry. Okay, so we have add toast create here. So I don't really exactly know what all is happening, so I'm going to be kind of figuring this out as we go. I tried to find some time today to look into it, but I didn't have much time. Okay, so we can pass a custom ID, I imagine, to these. I guess see how we can update one. I want to say we return the ID whenever we call the toast. Oh yeah, toast ID. Yep. So we have toast ID here, which gets returned from this function. I'm not too sure why it could be so many different types. Hey, L, I would say hold off on that one. So we have, I think Thomas, the creator of Melt, is working on like a vol port for Svelte. He told me, he confirmed, so everybody hold him accountable. And then couple other people have already started experimenting with like different resize panels and stuff. I just want to make sure they're, my biggest thing, I guess I feel like my responsibility as the maintainer is to make sure that we're not putting either unmaintained or not fully feature compatible projects into the project. So and that's just a personal thing, but it's also to protect the integrity or protect Shad's name, right? So my biggest thing is I don't want this project to be an embarrassment of his, if that makes sense, right? And so far I feel like we've done a good job of keeping it. Now there are some differences, of course, like the calendars, but I genuinely feel like eventually he's going to move to React Aria's calendar components because they're maintained by a multi-billion-dollar organization. They've done extensive research on accessibility. But other than that, like I feel like we've done a good job of keeping things pretty consistent. And so I don't want to introduce something that's like going to fall apart as soon as it gets released and a couple people start to use it. So I know there's like a couple different Svelte like resize panes, but I need to investigate them further, make sure they have everything we need. Hey Sam, it's not only supported with SvelteKit, the CLI is. The CLI is right now. There's some issues that we need to figure out. There's been a couple issues raised. Where is it? This is fixed as soon as I update the docs. Ability to use outside of a SvelteKit project. So we're doing some things like the paths, right? So we're looking into the .svelte-kit generated files here to find, and the TS config to figure out the correct paths, right? For your import statements. And so we have to change how that works. It may be as simple as just adding an option like, are you using SvelteKit? Yes or no. If not, we maybe do something different. But the components all work. The CLI just doesn't, which I know it sucks, especially in Svelte because we have 50 files. You don't just have them all in one file. So copying and pasting is even more painful, but that is something that we want to get working, Sam. Okay, so creating a toast. So data, we have these different types here. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Al, not at the second. Once I have like a direction, I mean, again, open to ideas. Like there's some issues already created for some of the different components. If you have like ideas or libraries that you think would be a good fit that have like feature parity, are actively maintained if they need active maintenance. The big thing, so my big concern right now is for libraries that haven't been updated in like 6 months to over a year, is like Svelte 5 is on the horizon. So will that library, how long will it take that library to get to Svelte 5? Is that something they even want to do? Or is it just like they built it once and they don't want to mess with it anymore? So those are things that we have to consider. Which is why it's nice, again, most of the library most of our dependencies are also maintained by myself or one of the other maintainers of shadcn-svelte or Melt. So we have almost full control over the dependency chain, which definitely has its benefits because I can go and make a change. I can dog food and see, okay, maybe this library maybe something in bits isn't as nice as I thought it was because when I try to use it here, it kind of sucks. Okay, so we have this toast. And I know what these are doing. Yeah, of course. 100%. But yeah, we always, again, if there's any issues you want to tackle, typically we work in like a chain of so like when there's help wanted on one of these issues, that means either I just don't know how to do it, or I just don't have the cycles right now to do it. So feel free, if you want to try to tackle one of those things, feel free to do so. I think it has a high chance of doing so. It'll take some time, some years, but I think it's a great ecosystem, great framework, great maintainers. I have no complaints about it, honestly. Okay, so we create one of these toasts. We're getting an external toast, which is basically a toast omitting a few different things, and then an ID and a message, which could be a string or a component that you put into the toast, a type, and then a promise, or a promise, I guess, if there is one. Okay. I feel like this is not ideal to increment a count like this. What are your all's thoughts on this for IDs? We can leave it for now. So what are we taking out of here? We're taking this stuff. Oh, so we're destructuring here, and then we're still using, okay. And then if a toast already exists, returning, oh man, what is this? Okay. We're finding a toast if one already exists. We're checking to see. So this is, in a place like this, would be nice for a map. Obviously, I don't know how many toasts we should have in the array. Maybe like 3 to 10 max. So it's not a massive performance implication. But in this case, like, we have something that uniquely identifies the toast. Should we be able to just grab it from a map? Probably so. And then we're reassigning toasts, or basically, okay, if the toast already exists, we're publishing the toast. See, my thing is, though, is that how could it already exist? I guess, okay, I guess maybe if we're like dismissing, if we have a promise or something, we want to cancel it, we could just drop it. I guess that's what the intention behind this is. Yeah, so programmatically, but then we have this dismiss though. So I'm not sure why that's inside of create. This doesn't make much sense to me. But for now, I'm just gonna like try to refactor this into a store, and then we'll like clean things up. Okay, so instead of doing this, we'll do toast.update. Can't type right now. And we're basically returning okay, I see what's happening here. So basically, if it already exists, we're keeping the previous stuff in there. Yeah. So if a toast already exists, we're keeping all the previous stuff like the ID and... Okay. If it already exists, we're keeping everything else that's part of the toast that isn't the new stuff. So isn't the data, the ID, or the message. Otherwise, we're going to add a toast with this data in it. Okay. It's fine. So we don't need publish, we don't need subscribe. We need dismiss. We need all this stuff here. Yeah, maybe so, Johnny. But the documentation, like I'm trying to see where that would be. Okay, so yeah, you can update it. Yep, so that's what that's for. So updating one. So we already have a toast. So I guess in this case here, what we would basically be doing if we had, I guess you could imagine we had some type of promised toast that's spinning or whatever. And then once it's done, we wanted to update it and say, hey, congratulations, your toast is finished toasting. In this case, it makes sense. Okay. Dismiss if there's not an ID for each toast. We don't need to do this. When do we not pass an ID? Is it just dismiss all? Dismissing all toast, okay. So in this case, if there's not an ID, we're just going to do toast.update. Or we can just do, honestly, toast.set an empty array. Otherwise, we can do toast. Like this. This promise thing is quite a quite a thing here. Okay, let's see if we can clean up some of these TypeScript errors. What does a like response dot okay? Okay, I'll have to look at this in more detail in a second. Okay. We have a promise now. And then what else do we have? There's a lot more that has to be done. I'm trying to get all this like groundwork in place first so I can just see if the functionality still works as expected. We're going to move a lot of the logic that's in the components into this object here, this function. There's some weird stuff going on in the components. Okay, so basically they just initialize a new toast state. I'm going to break everything here in a second. Okay, let's just do this. Let's say create toast state. I'm not really too sure what this is doing, but we'll find out. Okay. What is this mean, the else clause for dismiss? Did you catch something that messed up? Yeah, I should probably actually just return here. Let's just return. Yeah, because in this case, we're going to clear them all out. We don't want to necessarily we're not going to have an ID here. So this would potentially throw an error. Or just do something weird that is not, it would just be running for no reason. Nice catch. Thanks, Leonard. Okay. So now we're going to have some issues. So everything is guaranteed broken right now. That's okay. Oh, that's the dock site. I was going to say, what? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Okay, so now inside of Toaster, we're doing a lot of weird things, okay? So let's just try to comprehend what's happening here. So one thing for sure I want to do is probably use Mode Watcher for this, because this is happening outside the head tag, and there's going to be a flicker if this happens, unless it is in the head tag. No, it's not. Okay, so we'll get this. Let's just label it so I don't forget. Move to Mode Watcher for okay, so basically what happens though is that it handles like computing height, what position it should be in, all this stuff, so it knows how to handle this little stacking thing here, and also how to swipe. Like there's a lot of interaction stuff going on here. But some weird stuff that was going on was like state between the toasts, right? So the toast takes in itself, but it also takes in all the toasts, takes in all the heights. And then what happens is on mounts, it dispatches like a set heights where basically it like updates, it dispatches an event to the parent, to the toaster, which then catches it and then sets the heights up there. It's just not, this can be done in a much better way. So I know for a fact, we're going to have heights, right? So we're going to have heights is a height T. So instead of doing this like this, what I'm going to do is go inside of this state here and getting rid of that observer altogether. So we'll have another store in here for heights. Okay. And then we should be able to return toasts, heights. Am I already returning that? Oh. Okay, so in here, where's that? Where am I using toast state? So instead of doing this here, like I don't need to do this here. And the reason they are doing this here is basically when this component mounts, what it's doing is I think it's dispatching, or wait a second. When this mounts, there's a couple on mounts in here. Hey, Yogan, we'll do. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. I didn't know if it would be very interesting, but sometimes it's not very exciting. So a lot of it's just me trying to like figure stuff out. Yeah, so basically what's happening, the big problem that I'm seeing here is that we're sharing state via props, and then we're updating state back up to the parent component via like an event that's being dispatched, right? Which is okay until you have issues like we're having, some of the issues that are existing in the repo right now, where there's race conditions happening, where one of these components is updating, is like overriding the behavior from the other one because the maintainer didn't anticipate someone calling toast, toast, toast within the same event loop. So basically that last toast is pretty much just saying like, hey, I'm the boss. And yeah, it's messy. I kind of need to figure out what the hell's going on with these on mounts. So this one, of course, is just adding the key down handler. I think there's actually a type for this that we could make this. No? Okay, very well. This is fine. This is the key down handler, which I think is for navigating into the, yeah, for focusing. When they press a hotkey, they can instantly focus into the toast, which is nice for accessibility purposes. Because there's gonna be some ARIA live notifications that get popped up. And it will basically tell a screen reader user like, hey, you can navigate to the toast by pressing this hotkey. They press it, now they're in the context of the toast, they can interact with it, they can dismiss it, accept whatever. So I'm assuming here is like, so this is another example. So like, we have this thing here where when this toast gets mounted, it then updates the local toast state. Wait, what? Yeah, okay. So this is just basically subscribing to toasts. So it's updating toast whenever this toast changes and the toast state changes, which you don't need to do that. But I'm not really too sure what is happening down here. Okay, so I want to say this specifically here is... Wait, why is this happening? Why is this like this? Okay, so this is a dismiss. So if toast.dismiss, then it like updates the array here, but that main array inside of the observer originally was never like updated. So this was like the state. Then you also had the same place, same state at another memory address being managed by that class. So all of it should be like just centrally located there. And so I think a lot of this stuff here is kind of not relevant. Nor do we need, where the hell is that? Let toasts. We do not need this because we should have this here. Now it's a store with an array of toasts. And then here, I guess we could just do, Actually, I don't want to do that. Okay, so this is just going to be toast T though. Okay, so now I think I see what's happening. So previously we were just doing toast T. I'm not sure why toast to dismiss is a thing there. I want to say that was because I guess maybe this. But I think we could just handle this better. Like, I don't really know why we need like a toast to dismiss type thing. Let's just see here. Same thing with heights. Yeah, like the set heights thing. I mean, we technically could still dispatch this, but I really don't know if this is necessary to do up here. Yeah, I really don't know if this is necessary. And then the same thing with removing a toast. Like, I don't need this. Actually, I guess. Wait, was it closed toast? Okay, I think the docs are maybe wrong. Unless the toast has that. Okay, it does. Yeah, so there's like all this duplication that we can just get rid of. Like, we don't need to expose this prop. Don't need this. Same thing here. I don't think. Okay, so basically, we could even just have Okay. And then we do that weird stuff down here. Where is that? Like close toast and stuff? Delete toasts. I think it takes in what? Yeah. Not really sure what this is doing here. Yeah, it's basically just like a runes implementation. Where do my okay, this is fine. I'll leave this for now. So again, here, move height, toast.id, right? Yeah. And then we mount, we're going to add the height. Okay. No more linting errors. Hey, Tamer, welcome to stream. I do maintain bits UI. I do maintain bits. Catching your stream takes vacation to make it. Hey, Tamer, I appreciate that. Thank you. I tried to make it earlier today. I know it sucks for Europeans and people in Asia. I'm gonna try to stream more on the weekends as well. During the week, I can't stream during the day. I have a job, but I could stream. I just, you know, if something popped up, I'm in a job where I have to always be available, take calls, things like that. So I would have to stop streaming. It'd just be a mess. Okay, so I think at this time we have cleaned up some of the stuff. Now, again, we could probably make a lot of this better as well, but I think for now, this will do. What's interesting is like we have okay, whatever. What do you know? Our toast work again. Yay. Now, I don't know if it works at the same as before. We can still swipe down to close them. Okay, so we're making some progress. That's good. Meaning, I don't know what the hell this even was, but we're getting rid of that. We can actually just do what is the theme? Is that a prop? Okay. Actually, this should probably be handled. I want to. This should probably be handled by the user. I don't know if I should make this a dep of the project, but we are doing like some stuff here. Trying to think here if this is, if I should do this or not. I mean, this is not gonna, this is gonna flicker. Like if they have theme system, it's gonna flicker. I don't know how the hell to change my theme. If I change it here. Well, either way, this shit isn't working because I'm getting dark mode. I'm getting light mode and I should be getting dark mode. I don't know if we had different styles based on that. Maybe not, I don't know. I'll leave it for now. Okay, handle blur. This all looks fine. This is driving me a little bit nuts there. Okay, so now let's see if that bug was fixed with adding like multiple toasts in the same event loop. I think we can do that in the hero. So let's just do like 4 of these or something. Nice. So the bug, if we go to so if I just do the original, where the library is at currently, and we do a bunch of these. What did I do? Okay. Then I click on render toast. You see there's a few different ones here, but when you hover over them, they kind of like, they don't expand. So our version is in fact working. Wow, that was actually not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Like really not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Why are some of these functions, some of these arrow functions? I have like arrow function phobia. They're very nice for certain things, like being able to type them. You know how you can go like delete toast and I could just specify a type here. Whereas unfortunately we don't have that luxury, but I don't like when they're mixed. Arrow function and something. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I used to be an arrow functioner, honestly, when I first got into web development. You know, with React, I feel like it's just like the standard. Everybody uses React, uses arrow functions. So every video I watched, every repo I looked at was arrow functions. When I see it, I just think it's a variable initially. Plus, it's a pain in the ass for me to find things. Like usually when I want to do like a function something, I just do function something. If I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, where now I have to go like const, and I'm like, where the hell is that function I had to find? Again, for certain things, it's fine. It's nice. It's okay. But I also know there's like some other things with it, like with types and stuff, I believe, beyond just the assignment. Like obviously you can't use this inside of a const from what I understand, but I'm not sure how often that gets used inside of a function either today. But this seems okay right now. Honestly, it seems okay. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Cool. It's because they all dismiss at the same time. That's why. So this would close. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure. That's what I feel the same way. Plus, I'm a weirdo that I just want to be able to define a function and call it from anywhere. I don't have to worry about, oh, it has not yet been defined. I'm not sure if that's still a thing or not. I think it is, though. But I feel like in certain contexts, I can just use a const function anywhere. Like if I had this function down here, I know it's not like ideal to have the function defined after you use it, but sometimes it just works out like that. Where I'll shove all the functions down here at the bottom, and then I'll maybe use them up here. Yeah, having to have it above where I defined it is annoying as well. I think we're okay right now with this stuff. I do want to add some unit tests as well using vtest. But I need to go and first of all, I need to figure out what version I'm running because I know that matters because a few of these things actually, I'm not going to be an asshole and just put these in here. What are they? On Copilot. Gotta love it. But I do want to pin some of these versions. So this one would be I think the rest of these are gonna be okay. He's probably watching like, what the hell are you doing? Okay, I think there's something else I need as well. JS DOM, just ax. I guess I don't really need just ax, I don't think. I could probably use it. It's not going to pick up what I need to pick up. I think that's it. Why are you refactoring it? Because I found quite a bit of bugs. Found some memory leaks and just some unoptimal way of doing things. For Svelte. Could be optimal in another framework, I don't know, but in Svelte, what the hell? What the hell is that? JS DOM. Oh. Oh, I did JS The dependencies, so with testing in Svelte right now, there's like, if you do one patch update for one of these packages, it breaks everything. So that's why I'm just copying over what I know is a working config, and then we can try to update them later on, but oh yeah. Thanks, Norton. Appreciate that. Why is this not... Do I have to wait this or something? What the hell? Scree, I hope you're not talking about me. There's no way. Why is this not correct? Maybe it's because I'm using a newer version of eTest. Shit. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's fine. Okay, now to set up the little scripts. I don't think we're using any recess observers, so we shouldn't need that. Did I install testing lib? Testing library svelte. So they have playwright tests already set up. I guess I could just put these within the same component. Actually, I feel like that's a bit cringe. And they have some tests here already for playwrights. Like some of these are better to do, I guess, with I'm not really too sure what to test right now. To be honest, there's a lot of things going on here. There's a lot of things that are not covered. I guess what's I've worked in the tech industry since 2014. So I guess almost 10 years. It's kind of, well, the end of 2014. So beginning of 2015. So nine years. But I've been tinkering with technology since I was a little kid. So guys, what are we gonna test? What should I test? I guess I could like test some of the props and stuff. I guess in this case here, we're really just testing like, I don't know, the toast. I don't know. So what I'll do with these tests sometimes is I'll have like a, I'll accept like a prop. So I'll do like, wait, this should be a function. No, I want to call this function. I think that might be right. I have no clue. I need to check it here in a second. Actually, whoops. I think I want to do this. I think I should be able to just do it inside the test. Maybe I won't do that actually. I can just do that. You want to get to, wow, 45 viewers? Wow. Thank you all for hanging out. Let me just do like an initial one, should show a toast. do one of these. What is it? Where the hell does this come from? It comes from like testing library, I think. Okay, so I usually like to do this, like just set up. Hey, Hugos, thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a long time coming. I am an engaged man. Yeah, so I have to set these setup functions up. Just makes my life a bit easier, especially if you're going to have a ton of different tests. You don't have to go through this whole process for every single test. You can just call the setup and it gives you things back. Like I know I'm going to want the trigger every time. The user for the user event, which allows us to like interact with it. Click, mouse over, things like that. So for this setup here, what do I need? What is it expecting? Like a message, right? Hello world. Shit. Oh. Oh, it's an array. Whoops. Wait a second. I think I can just do... This will be fine for now. I'll probably, if we add any other props, then I would have to change the way this is behaving, but... Okay, so this would work here. And we can just wait to see that text on the screen. Let me make my terminal font size bigger for you all as well. Oh. Of course. We need a mock. So here, like a lot of these like browser methods aren't available in VTest. It's not a, it doesn't use a browser. I think they have an option for that now, maybe. But like Playwright actually uses a headless browser, so it has all those things like windows and stuff. But you have to mock some things out when you're using VTest. Okay, so there is something that has Hello World in it, but I can't find it because it is wait, we're not doing any rest props? That's not good. It's like right now I don't have a way to pass attributes to this toaster. Which I guess in this case, yeah, like this should probably receive. I guess I can find it by the actual like data-sonner toast, I guess. Oh, what is this? Okay, there we go. So that was honestly maybe what was causing that. Like if I do get by text. Oh. Maybe am I missing something? I'm missing something for sure. I already added this. I did. Yeah, these are the matchers. I wonder if it's an issue with the version I installed. Shit. Just 517. The types are not the same though. $52 viewers. Wow. You are insane. Thank you. Okay. Cool. So now we do PNPM test units. We have a toast being shown and a test for it. Actually, I can make this a bit better. This component, this test component. What we can do is we can have this. So the function, we're basically going to pass that toast to the function. So, this way I don't have to like do a bunch of so what I'm basically doing is I'm passing the toast into this callback here, and then what we can do here is instead of doing this, we can just do, I don't know, toast test props. So over here, when I do setup, setup is actually going to have callback, which takes in a toast, which I can then do something like toast hello world. And that's going to be called when the user clicks on that trigger. This way we can just kind of do more things out here instead of having to go into the component, make a bunch of different buttons to do different things. We can kind of handle that behavior here. Hey, what's up, STMZ? It should render. I'll leave this alone for now. Wait a second, why the hell is this happening? So there's more than one. There's more than one with hello world. I shouldn't have to clean up. I should not have to do that. I'm re-rendering the toast. This happened to me before. It's because I was doing something stupid. But in this case, like I shouldn't have to, because in VTest, by default, I'm pretty sure they all run in isolation. The hell, Angular? Get the hell out of here. Okay, well maybe I do. I'm probably missing something from. I know I don't always need this because I have about a bajillion tests, like 400 tests for Bits UI. And I do very similar things here. And they don't ever need cleanup. So I wonder if I'm missing a config or something somewhere. That or I'm running like a wrong version of something because these versions with these different testing dependencies are so finicky. Hey, what's up, Hub? Welcome. It's going great, man. It's going great. I'm just trying to figure out why these tests are like leaking into each other. That or I'm rendering out more than one toast. Which actually I think probably is happening. Because technically that toast state is not resetting. Because it's a global. So I think that's what's actually happening here. So I think inside of like this toast state here. So like if I just wait a second. I don't know how many seconds this thing is gonna go for, but wait, is that 30 seconds? Whoops, no. Yeah, so you can see that it didn't have that issue this time. Obviously, this is something else. But because we waited long enough, this toast had time to expire. Is that even a damn, wait, hold on. Okay. Is this seconds or milliseconds? I imagine it's milliseconds, right? Okay, so a duration there. And then what happens is that toast gets pushed with the duration, and then toast.svelte gets that as a prop. Yeah. Okay, this should stay up for like 10 seconds. Okay, that's probably about 10 seconds. Okay, I wonder if that's happening so fast that it can't even catch it. Okay, so this query by text thing is basically good if you are conditionally like removing elements from the DOM, because get by text will throw if it can't find anything. Query by text will just give you, it could possibly be null. So in this case, I'm expecting it to be null before I click on the toast trigger. Afterwards, I'm expecting it to not be null. And then I don't need to just clean up. Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's nice. It's a very nice toast, indeed. I'm just doing some refactoring of it. This is already built by somebody else. I'm just making it more svelte-like. Okay, what other props do we have? I know we have like 100 options here. I'm probably not going to do them all, but right now, but I guess I could do hotkey. I could test that keyboard focus. Okay, in this case, we'll set the duration to be something kind of long just so we can I think we have to do some weird stuff here. There's some weird, they have like a weird syntax for this keyboard stuff. Like if we want to hold stuff, like we can hold down. Yeah, so this, we're holding shift, pressing A, and then letting go of shift. I think it's just alt like this. Yeah, I think I can, Darby. I just don't know, I guess, why. My concern is like, why is that? Why can I do that? Why do they provide it if I can do that? I have used that before. Honestly, we spent a lot of time getting this, like trying to figure out how to unit test felt components properly with melt. And we went through it, especially when you start dealing with like floating components and things that are being destroyed from the DOM and transitions and stuff, it becomes a major pain. So we tried like just about everything. I want to say we might be using that like somewhere. Maybe not anymore. Yeah, so we're using it here in this portal situation. But honestly, I don't know. I've just been doing like this for my projects recently. It's been working out okay, so. Okay. Now I need to figure out how the hell I can, okay. Does there need to be something inside of the toast? I would imagine, maybe. Arc, I'm using arc. Hugo, sorry. The hell? So Alt and T. Okay, so I'm not even... Okay. This logic is messed up, I think, right? Because how... No, this is not... Yeah, I'm hitting Alt T right now and nothing is... Hey, appreciate that. That's what we're working on right now, BNM, WAG. Eventually. Once we identify the right fits for them. Okay, so I think this logic is broken. Or does it have to have something that's like focusable in there? I don't think so. I should be able to hit escape once I'm focused in here and dismiss it. That doesn't seem to work either, though. Okay. Hello. Oh, nice. One sec. Cheers. Does anybody else have like 10 different drinks with them at their desk? Got water. I got some coffee I haven't finished. I got Diet Pepsi. Gotta have like 3 different things. I have carbonation, gotta have water, and then coffee. So what I'm gonna try to figure out right now is how this is implemented inside of svelte-sonner. I need to finish this coffee before it gets too late. Oh, this all makes sense. No, why Robert did his like this. Yeah, see, this is a problem with like certain ports. Like and this is the hardest part I think about porting them, is to be able to map a React thing to like a Svelte thing, right? So, of course, you can copy this exactly, and it might work most of the way. But as we were to see, there's certain things that like Svelte does for us that we don't have to do ourselves. And again, like the events like being dispatched up and down, I guarantee that's what's happening here in React, because okay, alt key and key T. So how are they? My question is, how the hell is it supposed to? Because like alt key is not a or is it like a sequential? Because in my head, when I see alt plus T, that means both those keys. Oh, I guess here would be event alt key. So here, this would actually. My question is, why is it not focusing for me? Alt T, Alt T, Alt T. Yeah, this shit is not okay, key T. Am I just an idiot or what, guys? Am I being an absolute idiot right now? Okay. Alt T. Alt T. Okay, so holding Alt is hey Adrian, you're getting banned for that. I'm kidding. No, so when Alt is typed, like if I hold T and I do H, as I'm holding T, you can see T is being spammed. You can see my thing here, right? But holding down Alt doesn't actually appear to repeat the event. It's like I'm holding Alt here, nothing's happening. I'm still holding Alt. I'm gonna press T, nothing happens. If I let go of Alt and press T by itself, you can see I can hold it down and it'll just go on forever. Shit. Yeah, caps lock is off, but I turn it on just to see. Yeah. So holding Alt like stops triggering events. I bet you there's something I have to do. Could also be my browser, maybe. Well, yeah, so we could do that. E&M, but the idea here is that you could pass in your custom hotkeys. So we basically need it to be able to work with any things. Can someone go and test this? Just do a document.activeElement expression in your browser, and then click open a toast and try doing Alt-T and seeing if this seeing if it focuses the toast. It could just be my browser intercepting. I guess I could prevent default maybe, but it doesn't even seem like it's registering the event. That's the problem. So I don't even have a chance to prevent default because yeah, like it's not even. Like as I hold down Alt, it's not firing multiple events, any keyboard events after when holding Alt. I mean, it doesn't work. Yeah, like it doesn't work. That's an issue. I mean, again, this is issues probably haven't been raised because of the fact that it's like an accessibility feature. So only people that will need to use it. Like, let's just change this to something else and see if this is, I mean, maybe alt can't be used. I don't know. What should I use? Like shift? I'm afraid I don't know what. Shift T maybe? Wait, it does focus it by pressing any key. Oh yeah, it does. Wait, no, it's just focusing this. Should be focusing like an LI or one of these. Should be focusing this. Or this section. Alt plus T. Whoops, that's command. Yeah, like pressing a key on the button itself is going to change it to the, is going to focus the button. That's what I thought, Darby, but if you hold down Alt, like let's just console log here. If I do code, event.code, and I also do key, or I'm sorry, alt key. So watch my browser. Okay, so let me refresh the page. So I'm holding Alt right now. I'm still holding Alt. I press T. I'm pressing T, nothing is happening. If I just press T by itself without Alt, but then it just calls Alt left without T. Yeah, so T never registers. Why is that happening? It shouldn't. Let's just do like, I don't know, Shift T or something, which is not a good shortcut considering. Let's just do Control T. Does that do anything over here? Yeah, so Control T works just fine. It's just Alt. Yeah, for me, that's a good idea, actually. Let me disable that prevent default because now it's messing with my DevTools. Let's try good old Firefox. I guess I'll try Firefox. Why not? I don't think they let you do a expression here, though, do they? I don't think you can do an expression in Firefox. Yeah, so Adrian, it doesn't do that for me. So is this a skill issue on my end? My issue is that it's not even logging the event. Like the event's not being logged. So as I'm holding Alt, Alt T, 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 T. Nothing else gets logged. So is it a Mac thing? It could also be a browser thing. Let's just try Edge. Damn it. Yeah, nothing happens. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Adrian, you use Brave, don't you? I guess I could use Firefox. I just can't. Yeah, see, it's not firing another alt event. Unless I let go of it. Is anybody else using a Mac? Check my system settings here and see if there's like some weird we're trying to do Alt T, seeing if Alt T focuses you to the toast when you have one open on this site. It won't let you all send links. Maybe I can fix that. YouTube is pretty slacking in their stream tools here. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to make it to where you all can send links. I probably have to stop the stream or something. I mean, those bots have no issues posting links in here before. Am I still live? Test, test, test. Hopefully I didn't just stop my stream. Yeah, I'm good, I think. It's kind of scary. Oh, my fiance just popped in. I'm in trouble. Okay, that's good, Cal. And you're on a Mac? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my Well, what's weird though is that yeah, it's probably just my keyboard maybe. What's weird though, oh yeah, true. May I have some alt keyboard shortcuts? So I wonder if it's being intercepted by my browser and just like I have Command Shift T, Command T. I don't have anything else that's T though, but I mean I can't press anything with Alt. I think there's a way I can like it's okay. Let me just flip this to like Shift or something or Control. Well, I'll do Control. Wait, what is the equivalent of Control on a PC? I don't think I should use that. Control is Command. That's the meta key. But then Control is still Control. Whatever. I'm just gonna do like F8 or something. Actually, I don't use these for actual functions. I can do press function F8. Let's see. I won't set this to the default, of course, but I just want to see it work on my computer. Okay. Nice. Okay, yeah, it's just something with my alt. Hey, what's up, Ben? Yeah, it's Ben. It sucks because like you have to detect if they're on Mac or Windows. Because like let's say I wanted to do control on a Mac, but like it's just weird. It's weird. Okay, so this does work when I actually have a different keyboard shortcut. So it's just me. So for my toast test, then I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna go eat dinner and stuff, and then I'll probably stream again in a bit. I'll set the hotkeys to something different for the testing. I'll just set it to like F8. Because then it makes our test a bit easier. Because really we're just testing that, well, could also test other cases here that it works no matter what, but this doesn't seem to work for me either. Let's just see, F8. And then we actually, it should be an OL. So expect document active element. Can I do something? I can do that actually. You know what? Wait, it should be like key P, right? Is it key F8? Or is that even a key I can even use with this library? Okay. Does the test depend on? No, my test doesn't depend on that. It's just me being an idiot. I guess I could do, I was testing against the wrong thing, so I could make this Alt T or whatever, still probably. Maybe not, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Right now, I'm just gonna make it T. We'll call it a test for now. Oh yeah, you might be right. Oh, I wasn't even. There we go. Alrighty. That took way longer than expected. Of course, go figure. I seem to be the only one that can't hold down Alt and do keyboard shortcuts. Thank you, Darby. Appreciate that. Yeah, with focus, it's weird. Sometimes the focus, you have to give it, with testing specifically, we have to do that a lot in melt as well to have focus. Well, for certain things. So if things are being conditionally rendered, I know for a fact we have to sleep. At least I think. But yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hop off here for a bit. I'm gonna go make dinner and stuff. But I'll be back. I'll stream again here in a bit. I'm not gonna pause the stream because it'll be, I don't know how long, maybe an hour or so. But if you're still around, you want to see me finish this thing off, then you can come hang out. Otherwise, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate everybody. Hopefully this will get merged in soon as well, and we'll be able to use it in shadcn-svelte. Yep, I'll talk to you all in a bit.